Yo, can y'all hear me? Can the haters hear me? Can they hear the anger in my voice? What's going on, JT? Can they hear the anger in my voice? Because while I know that getting an apology from anger to ASL, what's ASL? I mean, I kind of know what ASL is in the terms of like, I don't know American Sign Language. Only sign language I know is the, I know some gang signs. I know some, I know the middle finger. Yeah, JT, that's what I'm about to say. That's the only one I know. That's the only one I know. So, a lot of drama on my channel over the weekend. A lot of people telling me that I have no idea what I'm talking about. A lot of people telling me that, oh, they changed the missiles back to their speed. No, they did not. The only ones that got changed were the size 9s that went back up to, 500 meters per second. Where's the eclipse? There it is. This is the only one that's changed. Everything else is the same. And it begs the question, is the Saber Firebird useful with missiles that go 857 meters per second? Is that useful? Even if you can shoot somebody from a long distance away, even if I can lock somebody at a range of, 25,000 kilometers, is it viable? Is it currently how we play the game? Like CIG says, we want to make combat closer, but I can shoot somebody from this far away. Makes no sense. And there's also an issue with the Firebird to where a lot of the times your missiles don't even lock. Oh, they'll lock, but they won't hit the target. They'll just fly off and hit the ground. So that's an issue. But yeah, guys, I was right in what I said. I don't like to toot my own horn, but I'm correct. And yes, they gave the Firebird more missiles, but they still have the lock-on issue, and we still have issues with the speeds being so slow. Like I wouldn't be as pressed if the missile speeds were like around like 950 or something like that, but to go from that much speed to a slower speed with no damage increase, to me is crazy. It's crazy to me. What has size 1s on it? I think the F7A has size 1s. Yep. Like these 1029, like, and I understand why they did this. Like, they did this because, the speeds. Oh, these R2s. They did this because because Master Mode is slow, and the missile speeds were like 3 times as fast as the ships. No, this one has 1s as well. 1372. And I get it. The speeds are slow. Missiles can't be 4 times as fast as ships. It doesn't make sense in the geometry of combat and currently how the game is played. Oh yeah, I watched the fights. I thought the Islam Dustin Poirier fight was very, very good. It was a very good fight. So the haters in the comments, you know, the haters in the comments, and this is what gets on my nerves, guys. I'm gonna show you. My thumbnail didn't change. I get comments like this. You know, people saying, I see why you were demonetized 100%. You showed no appreciation for the opportunity being provided to you by YouTube and kept attacking YouTube and their partners. They have rights too. Crazy how entitled you are. Huh. That's interesting. If this person was a long-time subscriber to my channel, this person would know that I bet I have been giving back to the community of Star Citizen. I've been giving ships away out of my own pocket. So if that makes me entitled, then I guess I am the most entitled streamer ever. My entitlement must be crazy. I must have some crazy, crazy entitlement. I don't know why my thing didn't change. Oh, I gotta switch my thumbnail around real quick, y'all. Hold on. How's it bigger than two meg? Oh, I'll do it later. I'll do it after the stream. Oh, I was correct about missile changes. Some people were telling me in my comments on my most recent video that I was wrong about missile changes, that all the speeds are going to be reverted back, that this is just a temporary change, which it's not. It's just not true. These changes are going to be how missiles work. You know, and the speeds, in my opinion, they're slow. And I just don't understand like why they are so intent on slowing everything down. We are going to get into the game, guys. I'm going to hop into the PTU, and we're going to test these new slower missiles. But I just don't understand like why the solution is to make everything slow. Like I just don't get it. No, it's not a temporary change. There's a new patch that might be released in a bit. Dominus, the only ones that got changed back were the size 9s. The size 9s are back up to 514 meters per second. Those are the only ones that got changed. And you know, it's crazy because they just sold this Retaliator gold standard, right? And at the previous previous torp speeds, right? NPC hammerheads were already shooting down torpedoes. Now your torpedoes essentially have no. Now your missiles have no chance. Remember the Argos being 300, so it got a massive buff to speed. Yeah, the Argos were slow. The Argos were the slowest ones, right? But I think the other twos were still a little bit quicker. Argos is the least damage and work considerably slower. Yeah, they don't do the most damage. The Seekers and the Typhoons are the ones you wanna use. Your guys' Jesus tech isn't working. I'm not gonna say the tech isn't working. I'm not gonna say that it's not working. I'm gonna say that they have a commitment to master modes. Is what it is. They are so committed to master modes. And And to me, that's the underlying issue. Because I can tell you, Patrick, that I played the static server meshing tech when they were just doing it for Stanton, and before they started putting a bunch of people into the servers, the server meshing tech actually worked very, very well. It was actually very, very enjoyable to be able to flare off missiles from players, you know, and actually have good fights. But this was in the old flight model, and it's no secret how I feel about master modes, right? But I'm not going to say that your tech is not working. I'm going to say that it's a commitment to master modes. And we can argue if, if master modes is the right direction, but, that's up and down. That could be put in multiple ways. And what I think the real problem is they have a commitment to keep everything so slow. They don't have any commitments at the current time, from what I can see and how they're trying to balance the game right now. They don't have any commitments to change speed. They want to keep speeds exactly how they are. And for how long, I don't know. But we could be looking at these speeds through at least the release of Squadron 42. And that's just my best guess. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. My personal opinion, I think the combat's too slow. Some other things with master modes, like I don't like the fact that I have to be constantly in nav mode to see points of interest, I'm all for giving it a chance, Christopher, but if 70% of your player base or 80% of your player base are saying the speed is too slow, I think they need to investigate that. I don't think they should be like, well, speeds are fine, we're just going to leave them how they are. If your players are telling you something, how they're experiencing the game, I think they have to listen to that. And also they can't like nerf ships after they sell them, It's crazy. Now, to be fair, I used store credit to get my Firebird, so I didn't actually pay for it, right? I used old money to pay for it. But it's still one of those things to where I can see where people who may have bought the Firebird with their actual money, you paid $900 or $195 for a ship, and then just to see it get nerfed, it's kind of crazy. But we're gonna look at these changes and see if it really impacts the game all that much. For size 3s, I don't think it will, but I think the speeds are going to be a problem for anyone that's using torpedoes.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Please visit us again.
I do need to go get some skills and stuff for this one. I'm rocking the stock paint because in PTU I have the wrong other paint for my ship. I don't have my nice black one. I have some other weird looking one. have to jump to Crusader first. But my thing is like, when is it going to be finished? You know, that's always like the big question, right? And the reason I ask that is because, like, even if you look at, you know, the release stuff for 4.0, we still don't have control surfaces. We don't have the new quantum travel system. So when are we going to get these other systems that are going to complete master modes? And I would argue that control surfaces were more important than slowing the speed down. Because they're going to have to rebalance ships again once they get control surfaces into the game. So I don't think they'll listen to the community. I think they're hell-bent on doing this because of Squadron 42. They need to sell Squadron 42, and they need the players to like master modes. So they're going to listen to feedback that supports master modes. 100 systems, right? I want to ask you guys a question, though. In a space game, do you really need 100 systems? What up, Ken Up? Is that like super necessary? And I believe if Squadron 42 flops, it'll be because of the flight model.
Well, thank you. Please visit again.
I think if you were to make a space game that had like maybe 3 to 4 systems, with like between 3 and 5 planets in each system, I think that's more than enough. I think this idea of like, we need like this infinite giant space game, I'm just like, do you really? I mean, you can technically still zoom around, right? You're just gonna do it a lot slower. You're just gonna list lazily to the left. That's gonna be your new thing. Yeah, I gotta stop leaving these empty water bottles around, man. Water bottles are vital. Take that. Thank you. That's the only reason I can think they're trying to make it. Is because they want to release this game on console. I don't know what console is going to be able to play this game, but definitely going to be the Xbox. That's a very good point, JT. I think if the game has substance, you can get away with having 3 to 4 systems. Like, if I was developing a game, I'd be like, look, man, like, the thing you want in a game is player interaction, right? Like PvE and all that stuff is cool, like, you know, but player interaction is what drives. I think player interaction is what drives any online MMO, right? So as long as you have good player interaction, like, you can fill content in 3 to 4 systems. In my opinion, you know? And I don't even think it would be incredibly difficult. I had a really cool idea that Star Citizen could have done, or CIG could have done, to instantly give Star Citizen depth. Because we have so many different types of ships, right? They could have created a game loop to where you have to get a license to fly different types of ships. The 100 systems things was initially proposed when fully modeling moons and planets wasn't a part of game design. If nothing, a space game will feel like a studio apartment. Like it's fine, but there could be more.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
I mean, that's how we feel now, but the reason we feel that way now is because there's just no depth. Yeah, ArcCorp is useless. Crusader is still useless most of the time because, you know, the NPC missions don't always work over on the platforms. You know? A lot of the moons don't have points of interest. Hell, the things they put in on Hurston, like Weeping Cove and Repel, still have poor performance. And that's the other thing too, like, they should have more than one main city per planet.
The next shuttle is approaching the station. Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
But now, guys, I know, like, if you say anything bad about this game and you're a content creator, just be aware because other people could be potentially reporting your channel. And that's what I believe happened to me. I said something bad about Star Citizen, and people started reporting my channel. It's crazy.
Hi. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
It's crazy to think about.
You can always use your Mobi if you want some more details on what we have in stock. We just got a few new items in, so make sure to check them out.
Good purchase.
And, you know, like, Hurston and ArcCorp and Microtech are more than big enough to have, like, more than one major city.
Welcome.
I mean, hell, like, ArcCorp's supposed to be, like, one giant city planet. And it's like, you can go to other places, but you just go to rooftops.
You might want to check our spectrum selection.
Did I get the wrong shields? The hell?
We've just received some exciting new products. Have a look.
Oh, about 86s. Holy shit. I need to pay attention.
Hey, back again, I see. Welcome.
I don't know, man. Someone else on my stream that comes here quite often made a good point that we're still waiting on features to be feature complete. Like, I asked the question of, like, what feature is actually complete in the game, and someone told me, like, oh, bed logging is a complete feature. I'm just like, if you honestly have to tell me that bed logging is a complete feature, then that just tells me how poor the development has been for this game. If your best guess, your best answer is bed logging, like, how many people use bed logging on a day-to-day basis? dang. Let's catch this one.
A friendly reminder to check for your personal belongings before and after all shuttle flights, and to dispose of any trash at appropriate receptacles.
Yeah, the travel time, you know, counts as gameplay. It's gameplay to them. Quantum travel to them is gameplay. Sitting in your ship and traveling somewhere is gameplay. Now, I understand they're going to add, like, where you have to control your ship when you initially get into quantum, sure. But what about the rest of the time that you're in quantum? But that's what I'm saying, JT. Like,
Providing connections to all
what we have right now in master modes is temporary. Like, eventually, they're going to have to change everything again because ships are going to fly differently once we have control surfaces. And what about the ships that don't have control surfaces? How are those going to handle an atmosphere? Bro, like, Patrick, you don't understand how many people told me that in my last video comments. They're like, bro, you don't understand game development. I'm just like, I understand common fucking sense, though. I understand common fucking sense. I understand that if you sell somebody a ship for $195 and then change the speed in which the missiles in that ship fly, I understand it's fucking retarded. I'm sorry. I understand how incredibly stupid that is, and I also understand how that's going to frustrate the player base who just spent money on a ship. Or hear me out. They can just create faster quantum drives. It's like, are we playing make believe or are we not? Like, why is it like we have to spend 2-3 minutes in travel time everywhere? Like, I feel like, okay, so how long do you think an average loading screen is in Starfield, right? Like, what do you think that average load time is? Now compare that between the shortest jump between actual planets in this game. What's faster? So if your travel times are longer than loading screens, like, what's actually better? Yeah, armor's got to get added. Like, we still don't, man, like, we'll be lucky to get 40% of what they promised at CitizenCon. Selective realism is what it is. It's like, yeah, we want these things to be realistic, but we want these other things to not be realistic. I'm just like, well, make up your freaking minds, please. Graphic design is the exact same thing as CAD, except there's a team working together, one person designing while the rest are shading, doing interiors, etc. Yeah, the you don't understand game development is such a tired argument, and I'm honestly tired of hearing it. Because if that's your response, then it's like you don't have anything of relevance to offer. You know? I guarantee if I had... Yeah, I took a break. I was actually in a town called Jillian over this past weekend, since like Friday. I went to Jillian for the weekend, you know, kind of, you know, get myself together a little bit. And it's like, okay, what if I go learn the game development? Then what are you gonna say? Be like, no, I'm actually certified to work on games. Like, then what's your answer gonna be? I get sick of these tired ass responses, bro.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart. Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
I understand it's about the immersion, but the point is here is people complain about loading screens, right? But I'm saying the longest loading screen in Starfield is shorter than the shortest travel time between planets in Star Citizen, right? So in my mind, just me thinking logically, you would want to make those things comparable to loading screen times. You don't want them to be much longer than loading screen times. Like I said, we're in space. We can make this is make believe, right?
Approaching next station. If this is your stop,
Bro, ain't that
please
true,
prepare
Patrick?
to disembark. Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart. Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Like, you can get mad at loading screen all you want, but if it takes me actually longer to get into the gameplay, then like what's the purpose of having emergent gameplay? I'd never crash into a planet while in a loading screen. It's true. I think you can still create an immersive experience without wasting a bunch of time. Yeah, the physical inventory stuff is going to be crazy. I am not looking forward to that, personally.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
That's what I'm saying. They should increase the speed of the quantum travel drives. Like, why are they so slow? Are we in the future or are we not in the future? You know, I could make a lot of conspiracy theories about it, right? Because on one hand, you can say like, oh, maybe that, you know, they want to show like, okay, there's people playing their games, right? Like, oh, look, our average playtime is over an hour, but it takes you an hour to get set up. So that's misleading.
Thank you. Please visit again.
Yep, not going to aerial. Starfire, that's a good idea. That's a good idea, but will they actually do it? Probably not. Let's see how close I can get to this place. I don't think they have a choice. I think they have to use Amazon servers. I mean, Starfire, it's not a bad idea. Oh, parallel universe, that might, prepare your umbrellas with us, because when CIG will make single-seat fighters unable to jump far enough to reach anything other than their carrier, it will rain salt. Probably so. Well, I never thought that, you know, like a light fighter like this should be able to go through a fucking jump gate. Hate the word cringe. Every time I hear the word cringe, I hear Salty Mike's voice say it, and it makes the non-existent hairs on my back stand up. Thank you for the subscription. I can't pronounce your name. It's Claveria. No, they just want to be like him. I think if they go to any other chat, they adopt the views of whatever streamer they're watching. That's how most people who watch streams are. Especially if they have a large audience, because they want to be accepted by that streamer. So they'll just parrot what they say and not formulate opinions of their own. Missiles actually worked. Oh, he survived too? Oh, they're at Daymar. Cool. I can take that. Oh, dude, it's terrible. It is so bad. Yeah, I got the Omni Skies. Here's my thing. Okay, first of all, if it's really Omni Sky, they need to separate the word. Alright? Bro, how can they already see me? I can't see them.
Contact. Contact. Missile lock.
Nope, those didn't lock.
Shields under fire.
It's a compound word? Sure. Where's this guy at? Hiding at Grim Hex? He's probably gonna be headed this way. like if you guys have been watching my streams for a while, one of the things that I said initially with master modes was that I was going to be shooting down players who fly in nav mode because of the missile speeds, right? So it's like, it's not like I was unaware of the problem. Maybe I didn't make a video and say it, but I've said it multiple times on live streams.
Landing complete.
And I think missiles should be more expensive. I think they're too cheap.
Launch complete.
Is it really not going to head this way? What up? Watch, I'm gonna leave. He's gonna be over here, Crusader.
Quantum travel initiated.
Nah, Jay, I was just telling everybody that I was right about the missile changes. People thought the changes weren't going to be permanent, and they are. Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference in the missile speeds between live and the PTU build. I think they're too slow. How's everybody's weekend though? You had a good weekend?
Quantum fuel at 50%.
Another thing I understand, like if the size 3 are meant to hit like bigger ships, I mean it's still slower than a Connie, a size 3 missile. I mean, I really want to go up to the Northwest. I love like Seattle. I love like Vancouver. I love the Northwest in the summertime, man. It's very, very, very pleasant.
Quantum fuel at 25%.
Yeah, I can do everything but winter. I can do any season in the Northwest but winter. I will not. I do not do well in cold.
Warning. Quantum fuel low.
It's been weird in Fort Worth. Yeah, 20 degrees. No, you're not gonna see me doing nothing. I'll be inside.
Quantum travel complete.
Nah, he left. Knew it.
Quantum travel initiated.
Yeah, Texas weather is weird. I'm from Texas, like. It'll be raining at your house, and across the street it'll be perfectly sunny and dry. They've also got to do something about the bounty hunting tracking. Like, they need to make systems that are designed to track bounties.
Quantum travel initiated.
Yeah, Dallas, Fort Worth. I mean, all of Texas is really stupid fucking hot, unless you're like up in the Panhandle.
Quantum travel complete. Contact.
Oh,
Missile locked.
it's just a reclaimer. Bro, people leaving their stuff on the pads here at PTU.
Quantum travel initiated.
Texas is probably the worst place you could probably be stationed at.
Complete.
I guess if you got San Antonio, that wouldn't be as bad. Or Austin, but
Quantum travel initiated.
there just isn't a lot to do, and like you don't want to be outside because it's either too hot or you're getting bit by bugs all day long. Who wants to do that?
Quantum travel complete.
Yep, he's all the way by fucking Crusader. Now I should just stay where I was at. He would have came to me.
Landing gear deployed.
I wish I could have a little bit more overseas tours.
Landing complete. Quantum fuel at 100%. Launch complete.
Like I say a lot of bad things about, you know, being in North Carolina, but at least like we had a beach to go to during the summertime, so like it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that terrible. He's already at Grim Hex. Oh my god, dude. Bro, what the fuck is this? Dude. I can't even search? Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Quantum travel initiated. Landing gear retracted.
I hear the Air Force bases in Florida are really nice, though. I'm Guns Control Original, so also avionics nerd. I was on C5 and C17s though. Are y'all talking about y'all's time in the Air Force?
Quantum fuel at 75%.
I mean, I haven't tried them with master modes. Well, I did try one of them with master modes, but if you have a group, the ship bounty ones aren't hard, and the bunker missions are pretty easy. I wouldn't say that it's overly difficult. Soloing the incursion part might be a little bit difficult.
Quantum fuel at 25%.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Just be warned, like a lot of the NPCs that you'll fight, they'll have ballistics. And while it's not difficult, like if 1 or 2 of them on you, but like when it's like 5 or 6,
Warning, quantum fuel low.
it gets a little crazy. And also, it's also going to depend on the server FPS too. If the server FPS is like alright, then you should be fine. No, it's not temporary. The only one that's temporary is... The only ones that were temporary were the size 9 torpedoes, but everything else is exactly the same as it was when they changed it. Oh my god, bro, this thing gets on my nerves.
Quantum travel initiated.
I don't know if the Hornet still has the strafe exploit though, pork chop. In this patch.
Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Yeah, I'm on PTU.
Thank you. Please visit again.
I feel like as a bounty hunter, I shouldn't just be able to like fly over here. Immersion can eat my ass. I want a game. Feel that cannot.
Quantum fuel at 100%.
Yeah, what hangar is that? Hangar 3? can't throw the bottles anymore? I can't bottle him to death? He's a hacker. Allegedly. Yeah, this dude's like long gone. Right?
Engines online. Launch complete.
Well, that's been a huge waste of time.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete. Landing gear retracted.
I was playing with a dude doing Xeno missions earlier, and the server had a hiccup and his name went away. There wasn't even an option to invite him to party up close. He could have posted as an NPC if he wanted. No, you never want to do that. People abuse NPCs in this game.
Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel initiated.
If you see Starboy 89 in game, better shoot on slide or he will kill you first. Probably.
Quantum travel complete.
The ship is satisfying when it works. Nah, that would kill the game, Tim. If they did that, the game would be dead. It wouldn't even last a month. Duping was gonna happen wherever. It's not an issue with like PvP or PvE, because most of the people that are duping are PvE players. And I don't understand what they're duping for, just to have the money, just because they can. Because, I mean, there's nothing that you can actually do with the money anyway besides buy ships.
Quantum travel initiated.
Yeah, I'll probably do something. Yeah, they would.
Quantum travel complete.
It'll get dull very quick, because you don't have to worry about pirates, you don't have to worry about nothing. And it's just like, what's the point of playing after that? So, I mean, if you know what you're doing, NPCs are essentially not a threat. And it's not like they'll make a game loop where, you know, you're gonna get pirated by NPCs, right? That's just like never gonna happen. They'll interdict you, but you know, piracy's an art, and it's gonna be hard to model AIs that do that. No, I think CIG will start losing money when Squadron 42 comes out. And they are no longer selling ships for money. That's when they'll close their doors. You gotta be kidding me. Come on, man. Is it locked or not? Jesus fucking Christ. Dude, are you serious? My missiles aren't locking. Or am I gonna waste any more? Their missiles locked though just fine. had no control of my ship for a second. Yeah, don't get me started on the NPC bounty ships they've chosen to use. It's like, don't even get me started. Like, they're gonna have a motherfucking a mole out here. Like, who in their right mind is doing piracy in a motherfucking mole, bro? Tell me. Tell me, who in their right mind doing piracy in a mole? Who's coming to do piracy in a raft? You know? It's just something for players to shoot at. Requires no skill. Requires no learning of the game. Service beacons had a better structure than bounty hunting did. I mean, sometimes you get your prospectors and shit out there, but most of the time, you're gonna be fighting actual ships that can probably hurt you.
Landing complete. Engines offline.
I think there's another ship on the pad. So tired of people leaving their ships places and you can't fucking refill or restock your ship. It's getting really annoying. I know if I were to like try to ram it to get it off the pad, I'm gonna get a crime stat for attacking a vehicle that's literally blocking me from playing the game. I can make that make sense.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again.
They could actually make these NPCs useful if they would just attack empty ships and blow them up. I like it. I don't like its slow missiles. It's good when the missiles lock. When they don't lock, it's a little bit annoying. Oh yeah, I forgot I can't even... Yeah, you go to yellow. Obstructed by fucking what? Jesus Christ, man. This game. CIG is literally blocking playing the game. This is fax card. Scorpius is good right now because it has an interceptor tuning. So it's actually somewhat usable in a fight, in PvP and PvE. I would argue right now that it's actually the meta heavy fighter, even though it only has one shield. Is it Deacons? Yeah, the Scorpius and Taurus, like, I just don't know why you would make that ship that way. Like, it literally makes no sense. Like, here's how I would have balanced it in Taurus. I was giving the EMP and the QED to the pilot, right? But then giving the ship no missiles. You know what I'm saying? And kept the turret. So it's actually useful as an interdictor. And it's just like, oh, you got somebody in the back seat. Well, you know, if they're flying a ship that's like a fighter or a light fighter or like a another interceptor, well, like, you're screwed. You can't fight that thing. Last time I came to you, I crashed, so let me not do that. It's like, why would you have somebody running an EMP and a QED thing when they can't even see what they're looking at? They have no visual reference frame for their targets, yet you expect them to do what?
Landing complete. Engines offline.
No, there's not. There's a real lack of that. They should hire me. I can help them out. I'd probably get fired within a month though, because I would go directly against our marketing team. Be like, yeah, we're gonna make missiles slower. I'm like, we have hypersonic missiles right now. But you want to make missiles slower? Okay. Great idea. The only way they can make big ships work is if we can deadlock on other people's ships. They stupidly release a multi-crew ship unless they fix it. Well, you used to be able to do that. Like in 3.17, you could deadlock on other people's ships. We used to deadlock on, like, if somebody was like at a hammerhead and like Jump Town was boring or something, we would like all bedlog on someone's hammerhead, and we spawn back into the next server just fine. There's literally like zero issue with it. That's facts. No one actually wants to multi-crew. You got Benji. What F word? You call somebody a British cigarette? Is that what you said? Did you call him a bundle of sticks? Yeah, belt locking is going away. You're gonna log out and then log right back into the same place. Which, like, I don't hate that, right? But it's like, you know, they kind of dish shoot themselves in the foot. Be like, oh yeah, we designed ships because we want you to be out in the verse and doing X, Y, and Z. Yeah. We should start calling them a bundle of sticks. It's literally what they are. I like multi-current too, but being solo is still better. It has improved a lot, you know, with the changes, but it's still not where it needs to be. Call it a bundle of sticks.
Engines alive. Launch complete.
Wow. Well, there are only two genders, so if anybody needs to, if anybody can accept that, you know, this probably isn't the place for you. Decoders mostly work in binary. What do you mean, Warren? In-game chat is the real PvP of this game. That's where the best PvP is, actually. Game chat. A mole. Oh my god. What the fuck is going on with these goddamn missiles, bro? Bro. What's the point of doing long range if you can't lock anything at long range? They actually don't lock at long range. It literally makes no sense. Actually, I want to test something real quick. I mean, because the thing's not really a threat to me anyway. I know it's gonna rat you out, bro. We're good. The max lock range is supposed to be 25,000 meters, right? Oops. Try to get some more distance. I want to go beyond 5 from him and test this. Let's see if this shit actually locks. Oh, they actually locked this time. All right. Like, I don't understand like why this is a bounty mission. Right? Literally wasted 8 missiles for this shit. More than that. They gave us more missiles because they know they don't hit. Right.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
No, they want to give their Care Bears more time to react to missiles. Like, oh, we didn't think about how fast missiles were going to be in comparison to the rest of the ships in the game. I'm like, really? When you were talking about slowing down combat, you didn't think about missiles? It was an oversight? I don't know if you guys actually remember or not, but when Master Most first came to PT for testing, when they first put into Arena Commander for testing, you couldn't use missiles.
Landing complete.
Like you could legit like not use missiles. You couldn't even get them to lock onto anything. And it was like that for like a couple of months where you couldn't use missiles. Right?
Engines online. Launch complete.
I don't know why it always goes to my history first. That's really annoying. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if there were less people playing this right now.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete. Landing gear retracted. Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete. Contact. Missile lock.
More missiles wasted.
Contact.
So you can just think two sides forwards of how bad the missiles are sometimes.
Kill.
God, frames.
Kill.
Whatever bug they were talking about exists when missiles still exist. Yeah, I was checking to make sure like my stream wasn't doing anything crazy, but it seems like my OBS is just fine. Yeah, I'm in PTU right now. It's probably gonna be the last mission for the day.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Ain't no sense in me streaming for like 4 hours if I'm not getting paid, right? I just want to come out here and, you know, not boast, but just clear the air. Because a lot of people in my comments were like coming at me and even like trying to gaslight me. You know? Shit's crazy.
Quantum
No, the only speeds that got reverted were the size 9 torpedoes. Yeah, they always try to make it seem like I'm the problem, but they don't talk to other creators the same way though. Like almost never. But if me being the boogeyman helps them sleep better at night, you know, fuck it. Right? This is like a ground bounty.
Contact. Missile lock. Missile lock.
Wow. Those are wasted. The more I play Master Modes, the more I hate it, bro. Bro, like, what is that? So look at the ships that Elite Dangerous was selling. The costs are basically like a large ship paint in Star Citizen. And it's also a completed game, yeah. You have that.
Quantum travel complete.
Say what you want about Elite, you know, it is complete. That rhymes. They don't put testing behind paywalls. It's crazy. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go touch grass because that's important, and be outside and do some things. And yeah, we'll be back on here sometime this week, and I'll see you guys next time.